Biden meets with Zelensky in Kyiv, pledges $500 million in extra assistance for Ukraine. Kyiv, Ukraine. President Biden made a surprise visit to the Ukrainian capital on Monday and announced $500 million in additional assistance to Ukraine. In a display of U.S. support for the country 4 days before the anniversary of Russia's full-scale invasion. Biden, who showed up in Kyiv on Monday morning, said in a statement that he would announce another delivery of critical equipment, including artillery ammunition, anti-armor systems, and air surveillance radars for Ukraine. Biden met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at Mariinsky Palace, the official residence of the president, and told reporters that he traveled to Kyiv to show that the United States is here to stay. Here's what to know. Biden's visit was shrouded in secrecy and required months of planning, according to White House officials, who characterized the trip as risky. As Biden and Zelensky arrived at a monastery Tuesday, air raid sirens blared, providing a stark reminder of the war. The White House notified Russia of Biden's plans to travel to Kyiv some hours before the president's departure for deconfliction purposes, National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan told reporters. After his trip to Ukraine, Biden is set to visit Poland to discuss Western efforts to help Ukraine resist Russia's invasion. On Tuesday, he is set to meet with leaders of former Soviet nations and to speak in Warsaw. Some in GOP slammed Biden's visit while Dems praised political courage. Reactions at home to Biden's surprise stop in Kyiv rippled across social media Monday morning as Americans awoke to the news. His visit drew praise among Democrats, while some Republicans criticized it, seeking to cast the trip to the war-torn country as Biden's ignoring domestic problems. While he's over there, I think I and many Americans are thinking to ourselves, okay, he's very concerned about those borders halfway around the world. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis said on Fox News, "We have a lot of problems accumulating here in our own country that he is neglecting." Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene called Biden's visit to Ukraine incredibly insulting on Twitter and said the president chose Ukraine over America, while forcing the American people to pay for Ukraine's government and war. Some in the GOP have shifted away from supporting Ukraine in recent months, suggesting a reluctance to continue the same level of U.S. support. Green, Rep. Matt Gaetz, and 9 other lawmakers introduced a Ukraine fatigue resolution this month, calling for the United States to end military and financial aid to Ukraine. At the palace in Kyiv, Biden assured Zelensky there was broad bipartisan support for Ukraine in Washington, according to a pool report. For all the disagreement we have in our Congress on some issues, there is significant agreement on support for Ukraine, Biden said. It's not just about freedom in Ukraine. It's about freedom of democracy at large. Some Democrats applauded Biden. Thankful for President Biden's leadership as we continue to stand with Ukraine, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries said on Twitter. President Biden has shown political courage from day one in leading coalition of nations to support the brave people of Ukraine and press. Zelensky tweeted, sent Amy Klobuchar. In solidarity and friendship, Biden's handwritten note to Ukraine. By Justine McDaniel. President Biden left a handwritten note for Zelensky, according to a photo tweeted by Oleksandr Kubrikov, Deputy Prime Minister for Restoration. I am honored to be welcomed again in Kyiv to stand in solidarity and friendship with the freedom-loving people of Ukraine, Biden appeared to write. Mr. President, please accept my deepest respect for your courage and leadership. Slava Ukraini. Biden dated the note with Monday's date and signed his name beneath it. Biden signed a visitor's book in Mariinsky Palace, but it was not clear where he left the note, which appeared to be on official stationery created for the visit.